No kidding. Let me show you what's going on with your forecast here, because we do have some Netflix weather coming up. It's going to get cloudy and rainy here in central Texas. Storm system still off to the west over southern California. It's going to be moving our direction over the next couple of days. Right now, we've got just some cloud cover as seen from satellite. Radar is going to have a hard time picking up on any light drizzle, but it is possible we see that in spots this morning. 72 degrees with humidity up there. There is plenty of moisture to work with. Walking out the door this morning, you'd never know that it's the middle of November. It's very humid, very warm. Temperatures climbing to the 80s today with gradually increasing rain chances. Now, most of today, they're pretty light. I mean, I'm not expecting today to be a full-on washout. 20 to 30% heading into the afternoon, just to account for a couple spots of rain, maybe even an isolated storm. But really, this storm kicks off for the hill country late tonight into the overnight hours. I'm thinking scattered showers and storms west of I-35 beginning around 10 p.m., continuing through midnight and beyond. Rain chances growing as we get into the Thursday late day, evening, nighttime time frame. I actually think Thursday night's probably going to be pretty active here in the Austin metro and eastern counties. But I like this computer and how it's showing not only coverage, but the timing too. This is noontime today. Like I said, not a whole lot. Once we get into the afternoon, evening today, the clouds are going to try and break on us, but I still expect more clouds and sun and those highs in the 80s with just an itty-bitty rain chance. Once we get into the overnight hours, here comes that heavy rain in the hill country. It's going to hug the hill country most of tonight into the first half of the day tomorrow. And then it gets that push into the Austin metro and our eastern counties as we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening. So Austin, I really wouldn't hold your breath on a whole lot of heavy rain today. In fact, I think we get clipped with maybe an isolated storm tomorrow. Tomorrow, Thursday, will be the day that we have the best chance of picking up heavy rain here in the Austin metro, maybe a little bit lingering into Friday morning. Flood watch kicks in midnight tonight, continues all day tomorrow and into the first few hours of Friday. We could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches in red. So out in the far hill country, most of us here, 1 to 2 inches with isolated pockets of more. The further east you live, the less of a chance you get of more than an inch of rain. That said, this is storm number 1. Depending on what we get in the bucket by the time we hit Friday midday is really going to determine what storm number 2 does to us as far as a flood threat goes. We're already outlooked for a 2 out of 4 risk with that second storm coming in late weekend. So I know it looks kind of all over the place here with a busy day every day, but just think of it in 2 parts. The first part being storm number 1 late tonight, most of the day tomorrow, and a little bit on Friday, highs in the 80s. Storm number 2 would be Sunday into Monday with a pretty good looking rain chance, a flood risk depending on how much we get overnight tonight into Thursday. Highs will still be in those 70s. Your overnight lows far from freezing, 50s and 60s. But with that flood risk, especially an overnight flood risk, make sure you have a way to get weather alerts before these storms roll into the hill country tonight. Erica? All right.